This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, pet parents, fur baby lovers, and all you four-legged creatures out there listening. This is Michelle Fern, and okay, for all the dogs out there, this is for you. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some great toys, great ideas for toys that you're going to all want to hear all about. We'll be right back.
I love cleaning the litter box, said no one ever. Luckily, there's World's Best Cat Litter, the litter that promises less mess with less litter. Only World's Best Cat Litter uses the concentrated power of corn to quickly trap odors in tight clumps. And quick clumping means you never have to chisel or scrape the box. Less cleanup with less wasted litter? That's a litter bit amazing. Save $2 on World's Best Cat Litter. Visit www.saveonworldsbest.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Colleen McCracken. She is the CEO of Planet Dog. Welcome, Colleen.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Great to have you on. Now, I want to say it's Friday, and I had a little bit of a weird intro, but it's not Friday, so it's hump day, so I have no excuse. But you don't have ideas for toys. You have all kinds of great toys at Planet Dog.
We sure do. We have a full lineup of toys.
I love the name Planet Dog. How did it come about? How did your business start?
Well, that's a great question. In Planet Dog, we are actually celebrating our 20th anniversary this year in 2017. And Planet Dog was actually created to be a sustainably, environmentally friendly pet products company in the pet space. So the company was inspired by companies like Patagonia and Stonyfield Farm, companies that not only developed beautiful products and sold beautiful products, but that were also very good to the environment and give back. So Planet Dog, actually, all of our Orbitough products, which are our molded products, are made in the USA, and they're all extremely environmentally friendly. So we're a socially conscious company. In addition to that, we have our Planet Dog Foundation. So a percentage of all of our sales, Planet Dog Foundation, which helps people in need through service dog programs. So we really believe in the concept of doing good for both the planet and for people in general. So that's how the company started 20 years ago.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I love when I hear about companies that they're, very eco-conscious and that they give back, whether it's, their foundation, whether it's for service dogs or rescue dogs or I just love when products have, set aside a special, part of their business, their, revenue to give back. It just means so much because, and your foundation is for service dogs?
It is. It's for the funding. It's the actual training of service dogs. And so we support therapy dogs. We support service dogs for veterans. We support all different types of search and rescue dogs, police dogs. So we're really about service dogs that actually help people in all different types of needs. We're really proud of that. And I agree with you, Michelle. I think it's, those companies that really see beyond just the products they sell, but really supporting, the communities and the people that actually buy their products. And, I think that we're proud to be that type of a company. And, we think that that's a value proposition for the consumer as well.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's neck and neck personally for me, whether it's a foundation that is for rescue or for service dogs, because those are two areas that are so important. People have no idea. Rescue is another thing, and your foundation is service, so let's talk about that. But people have no idea how expensive it is to train a service dog. I've spoken to and had on my show some disabled vets that have, told me about it. We even have a show, Working Like Dogs, with Marcy Davis as a host, and she has a working dog, a service dog. And she's been in a chair for most of her life due to an accident when she was very young. And people have no idea the cost involved in training a dog. And for most people, just about all people, especially people that are disabled, it's not even a consideration to support that expense. It's so expensive. So for what you do, it's fabulous. It's just so necessary as well.
I totally agree. And, I have the ability to actually see these service dogs in action. And honestly, the difference that they make in people's lives, all of us who have dogs know that while my dog is not a therapy dog trained, he is a therapy dog to me.
Right.
And so, I think we all know the difference that dogs make in our life. And I don't have some of those physical ailments or coming back from, serving in Iraq with PTSD. The difference these dogs make in people's lives is huge. And, it's the heart part of what we do at Planet Dog. And, we just believe that as a company, it's so emotionally connected to the wonderful products that we provide as well. So for us, it comes full circle, and I just totally believe in what we do, and I love having the opportunity to share why we're different than a lot of the other products that you can find on the market. And, and I think when people buy, they're buying wonderful products, which is core to what we do, but they also, appreciate the other things that companies do. And I think we're one of those companies that, really, really cares about the environment and giving back. So if I have a chance, I'd love to tell you, we just did at the Planet Dog Gala. Well, it was actually the Planet Dog Ball, where we raised funds for 2 service dog programs. One was a local organization. So we're based in Portland, Maine, Canines on the Front Line, and they provide service dogs to vets with PTSD in the state of Maine. And they were one of the recipients, and the other recipient was America's Vet Dogs. And if you've watched the Today Show, Charlie is a puppy with a purpose on the Today Show who will eventually be given to a veteran. And so we raised funds for both of those organizations. It's our first time ever doing the Planet Dog Ball, high-end dog-friendly event. We had 20 dogs in attendance, and they all were honestly more behaved than humans. And to be honest, it's our first year, and we raised $80,000 to benefit these 2 organizations. And, I couldn't be prouder of our community and the support that we get for, the wonderful work of our foundation. And so, we had the veterans there, and they spoke about the difference that these dogs have made in their lives, and there clearly was not a dry eye on the place. And, it's the reason we exist. And so when I have the opportunity to talk about it, I'm happy to have the opportunity, to be honest. I like to think of it as the halo effect, because for us, we have the opportunity to sell the best products on the planet for dogs, but we also have the opportunity to help people in need and change their lives. And it's huge. It's huge. And I appreciate the fact that you see that the same way that I do.
I do, and I agree exactly what you said as far as, my crew, Mr. Z and Nikki, they're not therapy dogs, but on the days or when I've had those rough moments and stuff, yep, they're my therapy. Yes. Yep. Okay, so now we'll talk about some fun things. Planet Dog has all kinds of great dog toys and just great products, but you have a new line that you came out with called the Link and Tug toys that are really cool. Yes. At least the type I saw, you put a little treat inside.
Yes. So let's talk about the Link first. So, Planet Dog has actually been working over probably the last 5 years and really developing both brain stimulating and, sort of physical stimulating products that excite the dog. So, what we hear from pet parents all the time is, I'm looking for something to keep my dog busy, or I'm looking for something to, have fun with my dog with. And so we've been developing interactive interactive toys. So we call them interactive toys. They're part of what we call the interactive category. Toys that really get the dog moving and doing some different things. And so we already had some existing products in the line, but we really wanted to develop a product that was exciting to play with as part of the family, but also for the dog. So the Orbitough Link is our newest interactive toy. And the nice thing about the Orbitough Link is it can be a slow feeder. It's for big dogs and small dogs. And so it's a treat dispenser. So basically there's some little treat holes that are located in so it's made out of 4 links and it's expandable. So we are actually selling it in units of 4 links or 8 links. And the number of combinations that you can make with the product using 8 links is, I think somebody told me that you can make 12 or 15 different iterations of the product. So it's almost like Legos for dogs. So it gives gives kids and families and dogs the opportunity to create a different toy, but it's a challenging puzzle, and so it really keeps the dog excited, motivated. I have a 10-pound Yorkie who absolutely adores this toy. And, the way they interact with it is different depending upon the toy. And because this one can, take on different shapes and, different based on the way you put it together, it creates a different type of play every single time the dog plays with it.
Mr. Z, who's a senior dog, and you know how they say the saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Well, yeah, you can, because Mr. Z, he's one of these, my previous fur baby, she was into all kinds of toys and catch and everything. I think he was a cat in a former life because he's not into toys as much, but he had so much fun with this one.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and for, he's going to be 12-year-old dude, to get him moving. It's sometimes a little hard. So he was like, wow, what is this? This is cool. He was sniffing it. He was playing around with it. And he made Nicky, who's a much smaller little dude. He's just a little 12-pound Havanese. So he's the warden, we call him. He's the boss. But he got into it too. But if it gets Mr. Z excited, he's fussy about treats and he's very picky on his toys. So if it gets him excited, then I know this is something really cool, really exciting. So he had a blast with that.
That's so great to hear. And I think what we love about it is that, we're going to continue to develop add-on products for it. So, we'll be launching new pieces that can integrate with what you already have. And so we're really excited about that because we want to be able to see the different iterations that people can make. And, for those families that have children, this is a great opportunity for the whole family to be involved with, playing with the dog. And I agree. I mean, we've seen dogs, we test every product that we launch with our own dog testers. So we have dogs in our workplace. We are a dog-friendly workplace, and all of them become product testers. And we knew that we had hit a home run with this product based on the testers. And it really is for any size dog. And interestingly enough, the way that each dog plays with it is quite different. So we know it's going to be a great product, especially for those older dogs who maybe aren't getting as much exercise and need a little bit more motivation to do so. I guess to some degree, like we all do, this gives them an opportunity to do that.
We'll be right back right after this break.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back, right after we kibble a little with our sponsors.
When I adopted her, she was a mess. Scabs, itching, licking, missing fur, hot spots, a thin, dull coat. So I take the dog to the vet for the standard run-of-the-mill tests and treatments. No results. I hear your advertisement on the radio.
DINOVITE.com.
859-428-1000.
So I get the 5-pound box of Dynovite and the Lico Chops within a 4-week total. Instead of a German Setter, I have a German Shepherd. Sheba is 105 lean pounds of shiny, smooth, happy dog for life because she gets fed Dynovite. And the results, they're just incredibly outstanding. And she loves it. When you rescue a dog, you have to do the right thing. You've got to feed him right for life. do the Dynavite. Dynavite for life.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to talk some more with Colleen McCracken. She's the CEO of Planet Dog. We were just talking about the Link toys, and you also have another line called Tug Toys, right? That is pretty new?
Yeah, the Tug is brand new as well. So we launched both the Link and the Tug in March of this year.
Very new. And what is the whole idea behind the Tug toy?
Well, the Tug toy is intended to be a traditional, the Tug toy in and of itself is a traditional toy that is awesome for dogs because it is dogs, no matter, what size they are, love to tug. And we, Planet Dog, didn't actually have a Tug toy on the market, and we wanted to develop something that was going to be stretchy and also comfortable for the human's hand, and also beautiful. So one trademark of every one of our products is that they're also, they're extremely durable, they're beautiful to the eye, and lots of fun for dogs. So the toy is in a bone shape, and so it's really nice to look at. But in addition to that, it's got really good tug capability, whether it be a human and a dog or whether it be two dogs playing tug at the same time. And it gives some stretch. So like all of our Orbi-Tough material, we like to call it bubblegum for dogs. It has a little bit of give to it, which is exciting for the dog, but at the same time, extremely durable. So our Tug toy, this is a funny story, but when we were testing the Tug toy, we actually hooked each side up to two separate Jeeps and the tow package on both of the Jeeps, and then we had both Jeeps start to pull away from each other. And the Tug toy actually survived 10 feet of stretch. So we're pretty proud of that. Yes, we are extremely proud of that. I don't know of any other product on the market that is capable of doing that. And let's face it, when dogs are tugging, it's all about the stretch.
Yes, wait, let me clarify for a second. So you had, and it's for everyone listening, it's like an outline of a bone. So, like bone shape, but it's like an outline. And so
that's correct.
It's very stretchy. And so you put one at either end of, I guess, backed up two Jeeps. So one was at either end of the little tow piece that's on Jeeps. And you went 5 feet out with both Jeeps?
We went 10 feet out. So, yes, so each Jeep started to pull away from each other. That is correct. And the toy remained intact until the Jeeps were 10 feet apart.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing because that's a lot. I mean, what do Jeeps are like? So many tons of weight or something like that? I don't know of a dog that...
Exactly. It's the pressure to snap is huge. And, in fact, one of the Jeeps could feel the other Jeep pulling as they were trying to, drive away as well. It was actually a lot of fun to watch, and we actually do have a picture of it, but it just goes to show our material and the ability and flexibility of it to stretch. And so when you're, developing a Tug toy, that's a critical component because you are trying to, get the dog to really engage in moving, that toy pulling and stretching. And we are super excited about the fact that we've actually been able to develop one that has that type of stretch to it. It's kind of inherent in the material that we use. We call it our Orbi-Tough material. It's inherent in our Orbi-Tough material because, like I said, it has a lot of give to it. And so we're excited that it came within the Tug toy.
So, Colleen, anybody, and I hear this all the time, I get emails all the time, they say, my dog, chews through everything and it's so hard to get toys that just survive, or, a day or a week. The Orbi-Tough material, that would do the trick.
That's correct. I mean, each toy is intended for a different, so there's the typical chew toys, and then there's the interactive toys. interactive toy, while still made with our Orbi Tough material, they're not chew toys. So if you're interested in letting your dog, sit for a while and chew, it's not, you're not trying to give them an interactive toy, you're trying to give them a chew toy. And the same of tug. Tug is really intended for tug, and because it's thin intentionally to be able to give you that stretch, it's not necessarily a chew toy. It's not intended for chew. So, we like to think that, dogs have lots of different toys and they're for different purposes. And so use the right toy for the right purpose.
That's a good point. Does Planet Dog have a toy that's for chew?
Absolutely. So all of our Orbi balls, so a lot of the products in our line, the Orbi balls and the diamond plate balls as an example, are specifically for chew toys. And so, we have a full line of toys and there's lots of great options for chew in addition. And then obviously we have our interactive line, which is really intended for brain stimulation, slow feeders, that kind of thing. And then of course, Tug Toy, which is really focused on interacting with your dog through the game of tug.
So that's something good for everybody, for all the pet parents or pet-to-be parents, or maybe just thinking about soon to have a dog in your life, get parents out there. That's a good thing to think about, because I think a lot of people make the mistake of buying the wrong type of product for their dog and have different expectations. It's kind of like, I don't know, you wouldn't wear a stiletto shoe, which for those listening, a little skinny high heel to run a marathon, right? You'd buy a sneaker. So you have to get, I know, maybe it's a weird analogy. I have shoes on my mind, thinking about dogs and the wrong toys. And I've had a shoe or two in the wrong place with puppies. But, you have to get the right toy for the right purpose.
That's exactly right. Yes. Now, we rate all of our products on a durability rating. So, for example, most of our balls are a 5 out of 5. We call it our chomper scale. And a 5 out of 5 means it's the most durable. And balls inherently are more durable than any other shape, which might be another great tip for your pet parents to understand. So we rate everything based on durability, and in particular with chew toys, because, for those aggressive chewers, we want to make sure that they're guided in the right direction in terms of the right products for them. And then, of course, the average chewer, other shapes are appropriate, and so we rate all of our products that way. For example, with the interactive line, we specifically say these are not intended for chewing, and the same would be true of tug. So we think the durability rating allows us to sort of get that message across to pet parents.
And I love that you do that, because there's so many pet parents that they might not even be new pet parents, but they might not have thought of the toys that they buy for their pets. Most pet parents and just people maybe that are not pet parents that are buying a little gift think, oh, this is really cute, or nice color, or, it's a little cute female dog, I'll get a little pink thing. And they don't think about the type of dog it is, because some dogs are more chewers than others. They don't think about, the age of the dog or how interactive, the pet parent or people in the life's dog are going to be. They just pick up something. So this is really good information for, I think, no matter how long you've been a pet parent, to know, because I've never thought about toys quite this way. And I've had, 200 plus different products, and a lot of them toys on Best Bets for Pets. And this is really, really just interesting, because and I love that chomper scale, because that says a lot just a great way to educate people. If you have a chomper, get something that is going to be good for that chomper. Get this other toy when you're going to be interactive with your chomper. But if the chomper's playing by himself, then get,
exactly
the chomper toy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also even go a step further in differentiating between what I would call aggressive chewers versus pickers. So pickers are tearing at the product versus chewers who are just chomping down on it. And we differentiate our products in that way and train our retailers to really understand all of our products and what's the right fit for the right dog based upon the type of dog and the type of chewer that they are.
Such great information.
We are made in the USA, and I think that's key to, for us, it's really about ensuring the consistency and the quality of the product. And so, made in the USA is a key factor of our brand and really who we are as it relates to anything that goes into a dog's mouth. And, I think I mentioned the fact that our products they're soft and what I would call pliable, but they're also extremely durable. And so do not confuse the fact that because the toy is a little softer, that it's not durable. And I think that's one of the things that I always like to try to get across to pet parents is it isn't necessarily the hardness of the toy, it's the durability of the toy. And for us, we believe what's best for dogs are, softer chews because A, it helps with their teeth, and B, it helps with their jaw. And so those are some things over a lifetime that can be compromised if they're really spending time chewing on hard things. We are 100% guaranteed. So, if you ever have a problem with your product, we 100% replace it or refund your money. 100% recyclable. I think that's important today, in really making sure that products are not only good for pets, but also good for the environment. And they're all infused with peppermint oil, which it adds a great smell to the home, and dogs just are naturally gravitate to that peppermint smell, and hopefully it helps with their breath as well. So those are just a few added tips.
Those are some great tips. I love the idea of the peppermint oil too, because, dogs get stinky breath. That's for sure. Okay, now, all this great stuff. Where can people buy Planet Dog products, and where can they find out more about Planet Dog?
Well, obviously, we have our own website, and that is planetdog.com, all one word, planetdog.com. All of our products are actually sold directly on that website, and also you can learn all the information you need to know about each one of our products, about our company, and pretty much what we stand for. We sell to independent pet retailers across the U.S. and internationally, so you won't find us in Petco or PetSmart, but you will find us in most independents that are across the United States. So that's the best place to find our products.
Thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and doing such a great job in educating us about Planet Dog's products and the different types of toys and needs that dogs have. It was just such great information. Thank you so much, Colleen.
Well, thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate having the opportunity to share what we do.
Wow, what a great interview. That was so wonderful to have Colleen, the CEO of Planet Dog, on Best Bets for Pets. What a great interview. I'm so excited. And I'd like to thank Mr. Z and Nikki for having a great time using the Planet Dog toys. They had a great time with the Link and Tug toys. Kept Mr. Z busy, and for a 12-year-old fur dude, that is not easy. So he had a lot of fun. And I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound good. And a huge thank you for all the pet parents, fur babies, forever home pet parents, and foster pet parents, everyone listening. I appreciate it so much. We have such great shows coming up. Keep listening.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.